Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am, Ayu Yuliawati from class 1B. And today I would like to tell you about the tips for supporting your ideas in public speaking. There are 4 tips for supporting your ideas. The first is example, the second one is statistic, the third one is testimony, and the fourth one is citing sources orally. First example, a specific case used to illustrate a group of people, ideas, conditions, experiences, or the like. Here are the kinds of examples. The first one is brief, it's for a specific case. The second one is extended, it's like a story, narrative, or anecdote. And the last one is hypothetical, it's like imaginary or fictitious situation. Now we will talk about the statistic. Statistics are often cited and passing to clarify or strengthen a speaker's point. Here is the example. According to the Department of Education, there are more than 1,100 community colleges in the United States, and they enroll 45% of all undergraduates. So, we talk about the understand statistics. Are the statistics representative? Are statistical measures used correctly? And are the statistics from a reliable source? For the first one, are the statistics representative? To make it representative, you have to define the population and random sampling. For the measurements, it depends on what formula or measurement you need to make the data, and it will be related to your statement. Next, are the statistics from a reliable source? So to make it source credibility, pick the reputable organization, peer-reviewed studies, and author experience. And to avoid bias and objectivity, finding source and the neutral presentation. Here are the importances of using statistics. The first one, use statistics to quantify your ideas, applying numerical data to support, measure, or illustrated concepts and theories. So, you will get the evidence-based support and then making your argument more objective and convincing. The second one, use statistics sparingly. Insert statistics only when they are needed, and then make sure they are easy to grasp. And then, how to do that? Support key points, keep it simple, and avoid data dumping. The third one is, identify the sources of your statistics. The speech would have been more successful if you cite the author or the organization and then include date of publication and provide a clear reference. The fourth one, explain your statistics. Statistics need to be interpreted and related to listeners. Explaining what statistics mean. Be creative and thinking of ways to relate your statistics to your audience. The fifth, run off complicated statistics. Makes data easier to understand and communicate. Here are key guidelines for rounding. The first, determine the appropriate precision. For example, change 23.678% to 23.7%. Avoid overly precise numbers. Simplify 45.39217 to 45.4 or just 45, depending on the context. And the last one, use visual aids to qualify statistical trends. Visual aids can save you a lot of time, as well as make your statistics easier to comprehend. How to do that? Choose the right type of visual aid, simplify data, use skill label and legend, and explain the visual aids. Next is about testimony. Testimony refers to the use of statements, accounts, or experience from individuals, typically experts or witnesses, to support the points or arguments being made. Testimony in a presentation, like direct quotes and paraphrase summarize. Testimony quoting versus paraphrasing. Direct quotation is testimony that is presented word for word. Meanwhile, the paraphrase to restate or summarize an author's ideas in one's own words. Here are the importance of quoting. The first one is evidence. Second one is support arguments. The third one is credit to the original source. And importance of the paraphrasing, avoiding plagiarism, confirming understanding, and facilitating effective communication. Here is the example. From the original text, the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubt of today, said Franklin D. Roosevelt. In the quotation, we can cite Franklin D. Roosevelt stated, "The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today." Or we can make it to paraphrase. According to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the doubt we have today can prevent us from achieving our goals in the future. Next is about citing sources orally. The key is to tell your audience enough that they will know where you get your information and why they should accept it as qualified and credible. We can get it from the book, magazine, newspaper, or web document you are citing, and then the author or sponsoring organization of the document, and then the author qualification with regard to the topic, and the date on which the document was published, posted, or updated. Here are the examples. For the book, we said Virginia Eubank 2018 book, Automatic Inequality Shows How Algorithm. And then for the organization or institution, in November 2017 report from the US Department of Agriculture. And then the academic journal, a recent study in the journal Science Translation Medicine by researchers at Stanford University shows that. So from the conclusion, overall, these methods aim to make presentation more persuasive and grounded in credible support. Thank you for watching my videos. Have a nice day. See you.